Hello, my name is Marisol Robledo, and I chose to talk about how COVID 19 impacted the political and health system as well as their people. COVID 19 has impacted us in many drastic ways and has been lethal to many. Since the beginning of the pandemic, the government has had trouble dealing with it and has tested the healthcare system as well. Some of the benefits that the government has provided was in passing the CARES Act. It was passed on March 27, 2020 to help Americans and almost gave every American $1,200 in stimulus money. This helped Americans stay afloat since most of them lost their jobs due to COVID, as well as having $600 in unemployment. There was also lockdowns all around the United States, this including closing down non-essential businesses and schools to help slow down the spread of COVID-19. Another benefit from the government has been to make face masks mandatory when being in public places to slow down the spread of COVID-19. The World Health Organization strongly recommends that everyone wears one and to keep a 6 feet distance between one another. For example, if you don't wear one, you will get fined. As well, the healthcare system helped those who were uninsured and receive the medical attention that they needed. This includes hospitals, clinics, doctors' visits, prescription, and everything else. Oppression. College students and the elderly who were claimed as dependents were not able to receive any stimulus money that was given out. It was unfair to receive the news that we weren't able to qualify because we were over 17 years old, yet we still pay our taxes like everyone else, and it's sad that we were left out. As well, as COVID-19 cases were rising, medical supplies were running low, and there was not enough ventilators, beds, or medical supplies for each patient. Not only that, older adults were not having the best medical attention because there was a higher chance that a younger person could use these resources. This is known as ageism, is a prejudice or discrimination on the ground of a person's age. I have witnessed ageism firsthand. When my grandparents were in the hospital, I felt that they were not receiving the best medical care possible just because of their age. My family and I had to advocate for them because sometimes the doctors wouldn't even check up on them. Impact on human behavior. The elderly population was not considered when a lockdown and social distancing was taken into place and how it would affect them in the long run. With the elderly, their social system was affected when social distancing was taken into place. That sense of unity that they used to have is no more. They lose their support system and any type of visitation that they used to have, especially to those who were in nursing homes or were in the hospital. Some of our elderly could not adapt. And if someone cannot adapt to these situations, it can increase loneliness, depression, anxiety, and worsen health conditions. As well, mental health is an effect of COVID-19, and more cases are being reported as time goes on. Advocating. We need to find a better way for our elderly in nursing homes to have better communication with their loved ones, and when being in a hospital setting, being able to communicate with their doctors and nurses to see if everything is right and going on smoothly. If we have constant communication and a support system being there by our sides, the chances of developing depression, anxiety, loneliness will decrease, and our social systems will be a whole again. We need to stop ageism and the discrimination to the elderly. They are just as important as young adults and should be treated equally. If it weren't for them, we wouldn't be standing here where we are today. They created the pathway for us and shaped what is now called modern society. I think that ageism is a cultural illness, it's not a personal illness. Francis McDormand. The youth can walk faster, but the elder knows the road. African proverb. I chose these two quotes because age is just a number and it does not define your ability or whatever you want to aspire to be in life. As well, my grandparents, may they rest in peace, they always knew what to say and what advice to give me when I was in hardships in my life.